We all know and love Jonathan Roumie as Jesus in the Chosen series. Even though his amazing performance and graceful real-life persona are more than impressive, the reality is way darker than any of us can ever imagine. While it's easy to assume this role has been a life-changing blessing, there's a deeper, more complex side to his experience that often goes unnoticed. Let's talk about how portraying such a profound character is both uplifting and emotionally challenging for him. As you probably know, before landing the role, Jonathan was in a tough spot. In an interview with The Wrap, he opened up about his struggles, sharing how desperate his situation was. "I was broke, I was out of food, I was desperate, and I had no options. All I could do was surrender my circumstances and everything over to God. 3 months later, I booked The Chosen." He credits divine intervention for this life-changing opportunity.
I mean, I still wasn't, making a living as an actor, but I was supporting myself at that point a little better than I was by the time my deeper conversion happened, which was about 4.5 years later. So I wasn't completely broke yet, but I was just getting to know the LA scene, trying to meet casting directors. I was booking some TV shows. I think I did an episode of Castle and Parenthood and right around that time, and doing a lot of voiceover work, which was kind of my mainstay, but I was also, balancing out with other.
His journey from hardship to portraying one of the most revered figures in history is nothing short of miraculous. But as incredible as it is, being Jesus is no easy task. While the role has transformed his life, it's also taken a serious toll on his mental health. As much as Roumie is grateful for the role, it hasn't been without challenges. He recently revealed how playing Jesus deeply affected him during the filming of Season 5, especially during scenes involving Judas. Roumie had such a strong emotional reaction that it even manifested physically.
Devastating, and I was depressed for most of the time we were filming it. And I think it was on set, people didn't know how to react to me. I kind of felt it was like I was just shut down to everybody, which is great for the scene.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm also home. I also pray that everybody fully understands what that was and why that was so pervasive.
So devastating.
Yeah.
Can you imagine embodying Jesus while navigating such dark and intense storylines? The deeper the storyline goes, the more emotionally exhausting the role becomes. Roumie, being a very religious person himself, feels these moments at his core. This intense connection to his character, coupled with the weight of portraying Jesus, has undoubtedly contributed to the emotional strain he faces. It's clear that The Chosen Season 5 was his most emotionally challenging yet. Jonathan has often spoken about the complexity of playing Jesus, particularly because, as he puts it, none of us know what it's like to be divine. We do know what it's like to be human. That's where the challenge comes in. He can relate to the human side of Jesus, but capturing the divine essence is something he leaves to prayer and faith. Roumie said, "I let the Lord and the Holy Spirit sort out the divinity aspects of it."
Us know what it's like to be divine. We do know what it's like to be human. So the thing that I do is to bring the utmost of my humanity to the role as Jesus, and then let the Lord and the Holy Spirit sort out the divinity aspect.
Imagine the pressure of constantly wondering if you're accurately portraying Jesus. Jonathan has admitted that he's always thinking about how Jesus would view his performance. That's some heavy mental baggage to carry around. In an interview with Canadian TV personality Sangeeta Patel, Jonathan was asked what he would ask Jesus if they met face to face. His response was so heartfelt that it brought both him and Patel to tears. This just goes to show how connected he is to the role and how deeply it affects him personally. Jonathan also touched on how overwhelming the experience has been. In his appearance on Pints with Aquinas, he mentioned how people sometimes confuse him with Jesus in real life. He even said that people have tried to confess their sins to him, which is pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. So how does Jonathan prepare for such a heavy role? He's mentioned before that prayer is his go-to method for grounding himself. "It's the first thing I do. Lots and lots of prayer before every season, before every scene, and before every take," he explained. Roumie believes that through prayer, he can channel the voice of God and deliver his lines with divine inspiration. For Jonathan, playing Jesus is about more than just acting. It's about connecting spiritually and emotionally, which is both beautiful and taxing. He's grateful for the opportunity, but it's clear that the role comes with its share of emotional hurdles.
Occasionally, the line seems a little blurred, so I try to gently just remind people that my name is Jonathan and not actually.
It's obvious that Jonathan Roumie's portrayal of Jesus in The Chosen has been a transformative experience, both personally and professionally. While he attributes much of his success to divine intervention, the emotional weight of playing such a profound role has left its mark. From physically reacting to intense scenes to being overwhelmed by fan interactions, it's clear that playing Jesus is not just a job, it's a calling. What do you guys think? Could you imagine playing such a role, or do you think it would be too overwhelming? Let me know in the comments below. For more content on The Chosen, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.